everyone, this is Zefram 12, and today we are going to be hopping back over to our illustrious Fleet Admiral Thrawn, who we haven't seen in a while, because I've been trying to hold off on playing him so that way I can get Vention over here up to the 25th century, so I can run Thrawn and Vention side by side. But I haven't gotten there yet, and that's okay. Because although I haven't played Thrawn in several months, I am going to play him today, because today happens to be the, what is it? The actual date of first contact in Star Trek. And so, what better way to celebrate First Contact Day than to actually play the event from Star Trek First Contact that is released during the month of April for the celebration. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop back on Thrawn here, and he and his crew are going to go back in time and help 7 of 9 assist the crew of the Enterprise E in stopping the Borg invasion from the movie Star Trek First Contact. Obviously, the crew of the Enterprise doesn't know we're there, but that's okay. We've got their backs regardless. We're all Starfleet officers after all. So without further ado, let's jump in here and get started. All right. So let's see here. In patrols, right? Yes. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna start out one night in Bozeman, which for those who have seen Star Trek First Contact, it's a parallel thing that goes alongside that movie's entire scenario on the ground. So anyone who has seen that might get some very familiar feelings. This is one of my favorite patrol missions, so I'm looking forward to doing this. So yeah, let's just jump right in there.
Good, you made it. Wasn't looking forward to dealing with this by myself. Our holo emitters are doing their job, and the bombings should happen soon. Once that's finished, we can get started. I brought some remodulators. Once you've equipped one, we can drop the holo shield and get moving.
Bombing? What's happening here?
Daniel said this might happen. Something to do with the effect of chronoton flux on short-term memory. You gotta love temporal mechanics.
Time travel?
Yeah, we've been sent back in time to fix a problem. It's April 4th, 2063, the day before First Contact. This is the missile complex where humanity's first warp-capable vessel was launched.
Right. What's the problem we need to solve?
The Borg are the problem. They're here, and they're trying to change history in their favor. History says the Borg failed because of Picard and the crew of the Enterprise, but as of now, history's wrong. Somehow the Borg managed to pull victory from the jaws of defeat tonight. We're here to make sure that doesn't happen.
And what was that about holo emitters?
Right now, we're effectively invisible inside this holo shield. Once we're ready to move out, we'll drop it, and our personal emitters will kick in. Think of them as a sophisticated disguise kit. They'll make us look like we belong here. To the locals, we'll look like a band of 21st century humans wandering around the woods of Montana. Any other questions?
I should note that, at least in the last time that this event happened, which was last year, because since obviously 7 of 9, this character model is from Star Trek Picard, they didn't have this event, as far as I'm aware, before last year. But the last time I played this event, the holo emitters that she's talking about don't actually kick in, so we still look like we're in our uniforms, but we're supposed to pretend that we are actually in our, you know, in disguises, basically. No. Let's get started.
Okay, the bombing should end quickly thanks to the Enterprise. We're gonna need to move fast once things stop exploding.
Acknowledged.
Don't forget to equip a frequency remodulator. Right, let's get moving. We need to get to the complex quickly. So much for the bombing run. Enterprise must have finished off the Borg vessel.
We are the Borg. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile.
After all this time, we still haven't learned. Resistance is inevitable.
Switch up damage types.
Complex took some hits. Let's check for survivors.
I love the what is it? The open cyclonic modulation pistol. I like all the cyclonic modulation weapons, but the pistol I think fits Thrawn a little bit because, you know, if you've watched Star Wars, he's an officer. I don't think he ever actually carries a rifle of any kind. So I really like the fact that this pistol looks very advanced and almost Star Wars-like. Kind of fits him.
I'm not picking up any Borg life signs in the complex. Picard and his people should be here now. Let's make sure before we move on. Okay, my tricorder's picking up multiple subspace comm signals in the area.
The Enterprise away team.
Some of them are Starfleet, but they're coming from inside the missile silo. Probably protecting Zefram Cochrane. The rest of the signals are coming from the southwest. Any guesses as to the source?
The Borg.
Got it in one. Looks like they managed to send down a few landing parties before their ship blew up. Chances are they're here to make our lives difficult. I think it's time we return the favor.
Agreed. Let's move out.
Heads up, there are drones ahead.
Your defenses are insufficient. You will be assimilated.
Assimilate this! This is where the fun begins. Maybe people who are a little bit more experienced with the damage types of Star Trek Online can clarify this for me, but does it feel like when you fight the Borg that they tend to take more damage from Tetrion-based weapons than anything else? What weapon do I have on... Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Here, you take that one.
There are lights over there. It's like a camp of some kind. The Borg will be drawn to it like moths to a flame. We need to protect the locals. Picking up life signs ahead. Some of them are Borg.
Not for long.
What do you want? Get away from us!
You will be assimilated. You will adapt to serve the collective.
What the hell are those things? Robots? Zombies? Robot zombies?
I was afraid something like this would happen. Take out those drones.
That's enough.
I'm gonna need to do a memory wipe on the locals. They can't remember the Borg. Setting your tricorder to emit a neurolytic pulse should work.
Time to Men in Black these guys. Fears, get out of the fire. Okay.
Looks like the Borg have changed their tactics. They're avoiding Cochrane and the Enterprise crew and focusing on assimilating the locals. Makes sense. After they lost their ship, they lost their numerical advantage.
It's in our best interest to keep it that way.
No argument here. I ran a quick scan of these drones. There's several references in their onboard nav systems to a location north of here. Designation Resource Node 01. We should check this out. Whatever they're up to isn't a good thing.
Agreed. Let's go.
Alright, this area's clear. Picking up Borg signals to the north, though. Apparently, Resource Node 01 is a garbage dump. It smells wonderful. There must be something of tactical value here. Let's make sure they don't.
Boom!
Great. This place smells and it's swarming. Take him down.
I love the propane tanks.
Let's see if we can figure out what they were looking for here.
I remember someone saying that the last time that this mission came out, I want to remember that someone in the chat down here said that they wanted a trait that allowed them to spawn propane tanks that could then be used to you know, detonate and cause some massive explosions. And to be perfectly honest, I really want that trait too. So if someone could mention that to Cryptic to, you know, throw a trait that allows us to teleport down a propane tank or some sort of other explosive device to shoot, that would be amazing. Oh, we got the tetanus shot.
Power amplifiers. Copper tubing. And lithium batteries. Oh, hell. I think I know what they're doing here, and it's not good.
Is it Eva?
Fair point. I think they're trying to build a transporter. They might have lost their ship, but there's a lot of Borg still on Enterprise. If they can beam those drones down here, this situation will go from bad to worse.
Indeed. Recommendations.
Complex isn't far. Let's make sure it's secure and then work on finding and dealing with this bootleg transporter.
Agreed. Move out. How these guys haven't heard the explosions, I have no idea. But then again, it was just raining hellfire down from the sky a little bit ago, so maybe, just maybe, they're just like, maybe we shouldn't investigate that.
No sign of the Borg. Run a scan, make sure Picard's team is all accounted for. I'm picking up Starfleet comm badges inside the bar and... Hold on. More Starfleet combat is inbound, but they're on Borg drones.
Well, that's not good. I thought I gave Sadira a pistol, but apparently I gave her a rifle.
Fair to say the Borg finished making their transporter. Those were assimilated Starfleet officers from Enterprise. But sweep the perimeter and make sure there aren't any Borg going after Cochrane.
Right. Let's go.
Who is this jerk? Don't call to make a turn off my music.
Will Riker? Zefram Cochrane.
Big friend of yours?
Yes.
Husband?
No.
Good. Now this, Dina.
Deanna.
This is the good stuff. Dr. Cochrane. To the Phoenix. May she rest in peace. Okay. That wasn't so good.
Will, I think we have to tell him the truth.
If we tell the truth, the timeline...
Timeline! This is no time to argue about time. We don't have the time. What was I saying?
You're drunk.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Look, he wouldn't even talk to me unless I had a drink with him. And then it took 3 shots of something called tequila just to find out he was the one we're looking for. And I've spent the last 20 minutes trying to keep his hands off me. So don't go criticizing my counseling technique. It's a primitive culture. I'm just trying to blend in.
You're blended already.
I already told him our cover story. He didn't believe me.
We are running out of time. Now, if we tell him the truth, do you think he'll be able to handle it?
If you're looking for my professional opinion as ship's counselor, he's not.
I'll be sure to note that in my log.
Probably the best part about that episode was that little clip there from First Contact. Where Seven's probably like, "What were you doing?" And I'm like, "I was laughing. I'm sitting here enjoying this."
Okay, the perimeter's clear. I'm thinking that transmission tower's our next stop.
I know what's coming. That's why I'm doing this. I don't know if I can get up here, though. I don't think I can. Alright, I guess we do this the old-fashioned way. Already adapted. You know, Commander Riker, I know that Counselor Troy is presently incapacitated, but I could certainly use your help. Okay, forget what I said about the Tetrion damage. Clearly that wasn't true. Good. That rifle is almost as big as Sadira is. I meant... Did I really give her a rifle? No, I gave her a pistol. Why is she wielding a rifle? Weird. Okay. All right.
There it transporter. We need to take it out before this place is crawling with drones.
How can we make that happen?
There are 3 transporter pads. Each of them is powered by an array. I can send a feedback pulse from each array to the transporter pad it powers. It should be enough to overload and destroy the pad.
It won't take the Borg long to figure out what we're up to.
Yeah, there's that. You're gonna need to keep them off me while I work, or this plan will go sideways real fast. After we're taking care of the transporter pads, we'll deal with any drones in the area. And if we're lucky, that'll take care of this temporal crisis once and for all.
And if we're not?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, okay? Right now, we have a transporter to shut down. You ready to do this?
Yes. Let's finish this.
Get me to the first array and I'll start disabling their transporter. Using a simple modulating set.
Stop
All right,
adapting.
this one's done. Let's go.
I definitely feel like that. Maybe it's because I'm level 65, but there are there feel like a lot more drones here than I'm used to.
Stay sharp. They know we're up to something. Two to go. Stay sharp. They know we're up to something.
Alright. I was hoping that Veers and Finn might be able to outlast them, but that was a fool's errand.
They're onto us. Security protocols just spiked, and not in a good way. Two down. That last one's gonna be a real bitch. Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this.
Of course you adapt on my power shot.
Only one left. Stay with me. We can do this.
We have analyzed your tactics. We have adapted. We are Borg.
Screw you.
I'm using a fractal self-replicating security program. As fast as I can.
Wow. Ah.
Got it. The transporter's out of commission.
Cool. Now we just have to kill everybody else. Eliminate the Borg. Send them back to the scrap heap where they belong. We good? We golden?
think we're through the worst of it. I'm not picking up
Ha!
any Borg activity in the area. Nice work.
Why, thank you. And the temporal crisis.
Over as far as you're concerned. I'll deal with all this Borg tech lying around. It's a mess, but my nanites will make short work of it. As for you, feel free to return to the present. Take a break, have a drink. You've definitely earned it.
Thank you. Take care of yourself, Seven. All right. And that's that. We managed to save the timeline. Again, that's one of my personal favorite missions. So I'm glad that I was able to join it, or take care of it, and do it with you. Thank you for joining me. This is Ark Alpha 12, and I shall see you in the next video.